Hello, everyone. My name is Robin Shaw, and I'm here to help you guys with your English. So, I'm here every Monday and no, not Monday. I'm here every Sunday and Wednesday. Today's Wednesday. So, I hope you guys have been studying English every day and you have some good questions for me, like good students. I'm going to check the chat room here. And I see Layla's here, and I'm doing well, Layla. And I see Jatoth is here. And hello, Jatoth. How about you guys? How are you guys doing? I'm just going to set up something over here. I have allergies these days, so my eyes and feeling is not good. Layla already has the question. I am a slow person in writing. I'm slow person in writing. I think I prefer I'm slow at writing. This would be this marker is dead. I think this is a better way to express that. I'm slow at writing. It doesn't matter if you're slow at writing, at least you write. Rash, hello. And Lolly Lolly's here, and Fanny's here. Welcome, guys. If you got any English questions, ask me. Andre's here. All the good students. I'm here to answer your questions. This week has been the first week of my semester, so a little bit tired because I'm meeting a lot of new students this week. Looks like my classes are pretty good. I didn't tell them to come visit this live stream yet. Erdel, Ozturk. Hey there, everyone. Hello, Erdel. Where are you from, Erdel? Layla, how was your first day at the university with your new students? Well, the first day was Monday. I teach 9 classes at my college. Each class is 2 hours. So I teach about 18 hours in class. But this is the first week, so the classes are a little bit shorter than usual. I just give information. Korean students, very quiet. When I walk into a classroom and there's about 40 students and I start asking questions, I start talking in English, they are quiet, very, very quiet. So it's very difficult to talk to students on the first week. And the second week, they're still pretty shy, but slowly some students will start talking to me. But this semester, all my classes look pretty good. When I say pretty good, I mean the students, yeah, they look like good students. I don't know yet, but we'll see. Maybe next week I'll be, my students. But it should be okay. I'm doing fine, except allergies. Just this week, tree pollen, and last week too, makes my eyes very, very itchy. I'm looking at the chat. No one's chatting. You guys are listening? Anyone have any questions? Oh, Layla. Layla says, I'm about to set up for drawing another painting. I'm setting up for drawing another painting. Well, we consider drawing and painting two different things. So you draw first and then you paint. So I think the end product is a painting. But I'm about to set up for drawing another painting. You can't say that. You can say I'm about to set up for another painting. Because you paint. Layla, do you consider yourself a drawer, someone who draws, or a painter? Lolly lolly, I like to study this way or I like to study in this way. Please, which sentence is correct? I like to study this way. That's okay. I like to study in this way. That's okay too. Both are okay for speaking, but if you're writing, I would probably use the first one. The second one, I think, is more of a speaking one. That's just my feeling. Both are okay. Lolly lolly if you spoke. Layla, I think I'm the only person to ask you a lot of questions these days. Is my sentence correct? Yeah. I think I'm the only I think I'm the only. You got to switch the only person to ask you a lot of questions. Yeah, Wednesdays are usually slower than Sundays. Sundays I seem to get a lot more questions. Wednesday is a weekday, not so many questions. Lolly lolly, which way do you like to study? You say I like to study this way. Which way is that way? By listening to live streams? Layla, I'm invited having for having. Ooh, that's wrong, Layla. I can tell you immediately. And you have having twice. I'm invited having for having lunch at my brother's house. I'm going to type it here. Oh, my keyboard. Okay, I wrote two sentences that we might use to express my brother invited me to lunch at his house, or I'm invited for lunch at my brother's house. That's those two ways are the main ways we're going to express that idea. Your sentence, I'm invited for having lunch. No, I'm invited for lunch. We don't want to use having lunch. We don't want to use having. We could just say I'm invited for lunch. And then I would understand you're eating lunch. Lolly lolly, listening to listening to live stream with you, it's a very good way. Thank you, Lolly lolly. You're a very good student, very loyal. I think you. How many live streams from me and other teachers do you listen to every week? David S. Good morning, Robin. Well, good evening, David. Maybe you already faced this topics. And I didn't get the difference between no longer and anymore. What's the best one? I no longer use my skates. Or I don't use my skates. I think, well, let's fix up skates. Are you talking about ice skates? Because if you're talking about ice skates, you always have a pair. You have two. So I don't use my skates. So both of those sentences work. If you said, I no longer use my skates, I don't use my skates anymore. Both of those mean the same thing. I'm not going to say one is better than the other. I think they're equal. They mean the same thing. It's just two ways to say the same thing. Let me check internet. To me, they're exactly the same, but on the internet, there might be some very picky grammar people. But I would say no, don't worry about that. Let's see. Yeah, they mean the same thing, of course. They mean the same thing. Just, the difference is how we use them grammatically. And the way you used it in a sentence is the correct way. So I don't think you have to worry about that, David. So the problem with your sentence, and yeah, make sure when you're talking about skates, because you always have a pair. You always have two skates or two shoes, something like that. Layla, if that is your decision, I'll make sure she conducts her research. Does conduct here have the same meaning of manage? Conduct is... My markers are not good. I think I better fix my markers. Well, first of all, if you remember, if you're using she, we need an S on the verb. Conducts. She conducts. And so you're just asking what is the meaning of conduct as a verb? And it's hard for me to describe, but it could be very similar to do, just doing something, but this is kind of a little bit formal way to do something. So a kind of formal way to say that someone is doing something. So she conducts her research, the way she does her research. And is it the same as manage? It can be very similar to manage. I think to understand conduct, you would have to see some more example sentences because it's not used too much. It's common. You should know the verb conduct, but it's not used too much. It's used in specific kind of formal situations. Joel, hello. Erdell. I don't seeing subtitle. You mean on the live video? There is no subtitle on a live video. This is live. If you're talking about other videos, I'm not sure what you mean, Erdal. Fanny, what does it mean, checking me out? Yeah, checking me out. That could be like an idiom. Let's go to the board. He's checking me out. And I used he because it could be she. So of course, checking me out means the man, in this case, the man is looking at your body. So maybe the man is looking at your legs and the shape of your body, everything. So checking you out. So he has some maybe attraction to you. So he's checking your body, checking you out. And looking at her from top to bottom. So Yeah, looking at the whole body. Wow, look at her. Wow. Checking her out. You said I watched a video. Yeah, you were checking me out. So, yeah, women can do that to guys, and guys can do that to women. But also, I guess guys can do that to guys and women to women. Layla, I want to improve. I want to improve. Layla, you should say, I am improving, because every day you're improving. I want to increase the financial benefits of my paintings. Does increase have the same meaning of improve? No. Increase and improve most of the time do not have the same meaning. They mean improve is make something better. Increase is usually talking about amounts. Increase my money, more money. We can't say improve my money. Sometimes they could mean the same thing. We need to increase our profits. So maybe we're at a business and I say we need to increase our profits. If I use the word improve, that could mean the same thing. But very special case here. Most of the time, those words very different. So in your example, I want to improve my 4 skills. That's right in English. And I want to increase the financial benefit. So increase the financial benefit would mean increase the amount of money. So if you said, I want to improve the financial benefit, that could work similar to this, talking about money. But most of the time, they're different verbs meaning different things. Lofty guy, hello. Could you tell me what college do you work at? Sure, I work at Inha Technical College. All right, do you plan to come to my college, Lofty guy? And they do have an English website. Matthias Mendez. The expression even because and especially because are synonyms. Well, Matthias, you didn't give me an example sentence, so I got to think right now of every situation, and that's difficult for me. Even because. I think they can be synonyms. A quick guess would be yes. But I would need to look at example sentences, Matthias. Layla, I'm done this part of the picture. I've done this part of the picture. Which one is better to say? Both of them are okay. Both are okay. Robin, I know you taught in the private school and public school, so could I know since when you started English at the university? I've taught at. Well, I came to Korea. I'll give my resume. So I came to Korea 1999. At that time was a private school. And then around, I think 2004, I went to university and I worked till 2009. I went to a college and then I can't remember. I think I was at another university. And the college I am at now is from 2011 till now. It's the same college. So I worked at private school and a lot of companies and tutoring, of course. A lot of different experiences teaching. And so, to answer your question, since 2004, I've been working at universities and colleges in Korea. Andre, what do you teach except English? Well, I teach creative writing. I teach how to use editing software. I'm very good at that. I teach I don't teach but in my past I've taught math, science, history. I've taught many things. These days I don't do that. But because of YouTube, of course, most of my time is teaching English, Andre. Do you know about AJ Hodge? Yeah, I know. He's more of a businessman than teacher. But of course, he's very famous on YouTube. And okay, thank you, Layla. Layla, I'm starting to doubt the effectiveness of this group. Well, that's a very negative statement. Does effectiveness mean when something has power? Yes. So that's effectiveness is like a noun of the power or strength of that group. So if you doubt the effectiveness, it means you don't believe there's any benefit to the group. It's not working. Layla, I'm willing to pardon you if you can help us. I saw this sentence in a comic book, so should I say, I would like to pardon you if I can? Pardon. Normal people don't use the word pardon unless you're saying pardon me, which means excuse me. But this pardon is a different meaning. Pardon is usually when there's a criminal who goes to jail, the president or king can pardon that person, which means forgive them of their crime, and then they leave jail. So you saw that in the comic book. I don't know the exact situation, but someone of power, like a president or king, said, I'm willing to pardon you if you can help us. So usually normal people don't use that expression. So if like I don't say to my friend, I'm going to pardon you, it's a little strange. But we do say pardon me, which means excuse me. That's a little different. Lofty guy. Inha Technical College and Inha University are different schools. Yes, they are different. They share the same campus. You know, it's the same place. There's Inha University, Inha College, right? Same campus. Inha Technical College, we don't have many foreign students. We do have some students from Japan, China, Kazakhstan, I think Morocco, we have some students, not too many. I was checking. Is that an idiom? No, just that means what it means. I'm checking to see if you're still using your number, Fenny. So I'm checking to see if you're still using your number. So it's not an idiom. Just I'm checking. I'm checking to see if you're still there. Isa, hello. Unintentional. Can you pronounce unintentional? Unintentional. Unintentional. And insert your videos with subtitles, please. On my other channel, I put subtitles on my Shaw English channel, but the Learn English Live, these live lessons, I'm not gonna be put subtitles. Sorry, but these lessons take about, I'm usually here about 1 hour, and if I have to go back and add subtitles, that'll take another hour or longer. So I can't read your name because it's not in English, but I think you can try to listen and try to understand. If you have a question, just ask me. But sorry, I don't have the time to put in the subtitles. Layla, how did you feel about studying when you were young? We don't when you were young. We want to use that expression. Yeah, I didn't study. I didn't really study until I was age 34. So I didn't care about studying until my 30s, and then I really studied a lot. Iman. Hello. Welcome. Layla, Robin, what do you think about your high school teachers? I studied high school in Canada. My high school teachers, I had no problem with my high school teachers. They were all good teachers, but probably they didn't like me very well because I didn't study very much and I'm very quiet in high school. So probably they wouldn't remember me now and probably didn't care much about me then. But I have nothing to say about my high school. It was a pretty good school. Let's see if I can. I'll put a link to a picture of my high school. I don't know if you can see it. I can't put the link. Oh, they have a Facebook page. Well, if you have Facebook, you can see my. That was my high school in Canada, in Edmonton. How was your high school, Layla? Lolly, what kind of books do you recommend for low intermediate level? Could you tell me some titles? Lolly. I am embarrassed because no, I don't have a lot of titles to tell you right now because I will in the future. I'm preparing a list of books to recommend because students are always asking me, "Oh, which books do I read?" But right now, sorry, lolly, lolly, I cannot help you. I would like to help you, but the only advice I could give you is if you can go to a bookstore and check the books, something you would like. Layla. Could you write its name? Yeah, I put it there. Link East Glen High School. Just checking on books, see if I can get some titles. No. In the future, I'll have something. Layla, my high school was good, but at that time I didn't love English much because of my teacher. She wasn't very good at teaching. Yeah. Layla, why are you nickel and diming me? I sold my car because it was nickel and dime. No, I can't say that. All right, the first sentence is possible. I sold my car because it was nickel and diming me. That seems a little awkward, but the first sentence looks correct. Did you see that? I sold my car because it was nickel and diming me. This is an idiom. So we'll say, don't nickel and dime me, and nickel and diming me, similar. So, of course, the nickel and the dime are coins in North America. A nickel is 5 cents, so in a dollar. And the dime is 10 cents. And we can write it 10 cents like that. So when we say don't nickel and dime me, you're usually angry at someone because they're trying to take very small money from you. So you know, if my rent is $500 a month, I gotta pay rent, and then my landlord says, I'm gonna charge you $510 because you use extra water, and I'm gonna charge you another $5 because blah blah blah. And these are small amounts of money, so I might say to my landlord, "Hey, stop nickel and diming me." He's trying to squeeze more money out of me. David asks, yesterday I watched a documentary about Canada and its inclusive migration policy. It's a very great country. Well, there's two views on that, David. Because there's a lot of people in Canada that don't like so many immigrants and people coming in. So if you're planning to go to Canada, it sounds good, but a lot of people in Canada don't like that. So many people from other countries coming. I think I heard a statistic that in Toronto, 50% of I don't know if it's correct, but this is what I heard. 50% of people living in Toronto were not born in Toronto. So, Toronto, the biggest Canadian city, 50% were not, were not born in Canada. So 50% of people living in Toronto, not born in Canada, means they came from, they were immigrants and whatever from other places. So, David, you want to go to Canada? Layla, okay. Thornstone. Layla says thornstone is used to increase an individual's potential. I don't know what thornstone is. What is thornstone? What kind of comic book? What's thornstone? I don't know what thornstone is. That's something specific to that comic book. That's not a common word. All right, and I saw it in a comic book, so where should you use individual because I'm not sure about its meaning. Well, individual is another way to say a person. Person and an individual, they mean the same thing, except this one is a very formal style. An individual. Does that answer your question, Layla? All right, let's see. Andre, I heard nickel and diming is when a bank gets small money. Yeah, banks are good at nickel and diming. Banks are perfect because banks have all these small little charges for everything. You use the ATM, you got to pay. You use this service, you got to pay. And phone companies too, they like to nickel and dime. If you want some small service, you got to pay. That's nickel and diming. Good example, Andre. Layla. Robin, what does this word mean, please? Robin, provide it me with the sentence. I'm not a dictionary, then I can help you out. Is there any difference between help and help out? Well, very often, help out, find out, they mean the same thing. So sometimes we just say help or help out. Help out is more of a speaking expression. Help, I could say help me out means the same thing. And there's other verbs like find out. What else? It's not all verbs, but some of them. Look out. No, that's a little different. I don't know, but some verbs you can add out. They mean the same thing. Not all verbs. Got it. Yeah, thanks for your explanation. Understandable. Yeah, I wouldn't hate to go to Canada. Yeah. I think life can be tough for immigrants to Canada. So, David, you go to Canada, it's going to be tough, but your children will benefit. This is not my point of view. I'm just saying I'm not anti-immigration. Just, every country doesn't like a lot of immigrants to come in. So, Canada sounds, they love immigrants. Yeah, the Canadian government, because Canadian people don't have many babies. So we have to bring in immigrants to keep our population up. So Canada is very friendly to immigrants or refugees, which is a good thing. But sometimes Canadians don't like. They have this fear of immigrants coming, taking work, whatever. And sometimes there's some racism towards immigrants. So it's not all happy and perfect in Canada, but it's pretty good. It's better than other countries. Charlie Anderson, hello. Hi, Robin. It's been a long time, and I'm not here to study. Bad student. Welcome back, Charlie. I hope you're studying English. David, please tell me if my phrases are not that good, maybe some little mistakes. I think, David, I'll point out. I think your grammar's pretty good, David, so I wouldn't worry about it, but usually I point out major mistakes. I can't point out everyone's small mistake, but big mistakes I will point out. I will tell you. Isa said, what's the meaning of retreat inside myself? Well, I don't know where you got that, Isa, but I'll tell you what I think. If I made a sentence, I sometimes retreat inside myself. Again, I don't know where you saw this, but if someone said, I sometimes retreat inside myself, that usually means that maybe real life is too shocking or painful to this person. So when they retreat inside themselves, that means they just go into their mind. They don't want to accept reality. They go into their mind and stay in their mind. So people who retreat into themselves, it's usually not mentally healthy, that they just go into their mind. So I'm not sure where you saw that. It could have a different meaning depending where you saw it, the context, but that's how I interpret that. Someone just going into their mind to escape reality. Oh, provide it with the sentence, I am not a dictionary, then I can help you out. So I could know my... Provide it with a sentence, I am not a dictionary. So provide it with a sentence, comma, I am not a dictionary, comma, then I can help you out. Provide it with a sentence. All right, David. Is evolve can be used instead of developing? Yeah, Fanny, sometimes. But evolve and develop, usually very different verbs. Okay, very different in meaning. But sometimes in business, we can use them to mean very similar thing. The new car is evolving. So at Ford, their new cars are evolving. It could mean something similar to developing in a business sense. But outside of the business world, usually evolve and develop are very different verbs. Jatath, Q2, question 2. Please correct the question. If a classmate asked you for the answer to a question during an exam while the teacher was not looking, what would you do? Well, I would put a comma after exam. So I would put, if a classmate asked you for the answer to a question during an exam, comma, while the teacher was not looking, comma, what would you do? So I would just put the comma there. Question 3, please correct the question. If someone's underwear was showing, Would you tell them? Yeah, that looks okay. Question, am I doing your homework? I don't want to be doing your homework. If the whole world were listening, what would you say? Yeah, make sure the comma is close to listening. That seems okay. So Jatath, the grammar is okay, just I would fix the comma on question 2. Does that help you out, Jatath? Layla, now she's being detained by the Thornstone Adepts. I keep getting her in trouble. Does the second sentence mean I'm still causing to her? Yeah, I keep getting her in trouble. I'm to blame for her trouble. So it's my fault. She's in trouble. I'm causing the trouble, yeah? Winnie, hello. Do you got any questions? Jatath, please correct the question. If one song were to describe your life, what song would it be? Yeah, that seems okay. Why, Jatath, do you have all these questions? Drink some water. Layla, Robin, I won't let you down. I will. Did I use I won't let you down? Yeah, I won't let you down is used correctly. I'm not sure why you said I will. That seems a little awkward. So I won't let you down. I promise. That's what you say. I won't let you down. I promise. Jatath, Q6, please correct the question. If you bumped your car into another car, but nobody saw you do it, would you leave your name and address? Yeah, that seems okay, Jatath. What's this for, Jatath? Layla, oh, you're full of it. I saw this expression. Hey, kiddo, is this a slang? Yeah, you're full of it. That means, I'll go to the board. This is going to be expression to mean you lie, you are not true. Is that on the board? I don't know if you can see that. So you're full of it. You lie. You're not telling the truth. All right. So I don't believe you. You're full of it. Jatath, I'm answering your questions, Jatath, but you're not answering my questions. That doesn't seem very fair, Jatath. Jatath, what are these questions for? If question 7, if you could ask God any one question, what would it be? That's okay. Question 8, please correct the question. If you could be an animal, what animal would you be? Yeah, that seems correct. Destroying. Could you pronounce this word? Destroying. Destroying. Davika. Hello, Davika. Got any questions? How's Sri Lanka doing these days? I haven't heard much about Sri Lanka. Let's check Sri Lanka news. Sri Lanka. Is it safe for the Biloela Tamil family to return to Sri Lanka. I don't know what that means. No news is good news. Rohan, hello. Layla, when I read a book, it comes a lot of questions in my head, but I need more time to prepare and write your questions properly. What do you think? Well, don't spend too much time on the questions. Just quick questions are good, but I gotta understand the questions. So you're doing okay, Layla, today. Chatath, you're not answering my questions. Chatath. What? Why are you asking me all these questions? Is this your homework? Question 9. If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be? Sounds okay. If you could choose how you were going to die, what would you choose your death to be? That seems okay. Jatath, what are these questions? Layla, Robin, I always wait for you to do video Skype. I was waiting for Robin's live stream yesterday. Is there any difference between wait and wait for? I always wait. No, you need wait for. You can't use wait. You got to say, I always wait for you. Wait for you. You can't say wait you. Doesn't work. Win, as of tonight, I can help 2 men in French, or from France. I can talk to them about 30 minutes and be friends. Sounds good because of you. Good win. You had a good experience speaking English. That's good to hear. I'm very happy for Win. Devika, these days our country has Bura meeting. Bura meeting? That's Muslim people? What does that mean? Bura meeting. I don't understand Bora meeting. All right, thank you, Win. I'm glad I helped you. Chatath, you never answered my questions. Why did you ask me all those questions, Chatath? Why? Robin, I was wondering what happened for your group chat on Facebook. I don't know what happened to the group chat in Facebook. Let's take a look now. I haven't done anything because I'm always busy doing so many things. It's hard to have a YouTube channel and be alone, right? These days I don't have anybody working to help me. I got to do everything myself, and it's just really, really hard because YouTube is not my main job. I don't know where the group chat is. I lost it. Where's the group chat? Yeah, my Facebook group is growing. There's over 4,000 people, and it's like, wow. Yeah, I don't know where. I can't even find my own group chat. I'll have to check later. Tuan fam, how to read, sir? How to read? Well, you have to read at your level. So, Tuan, find a book at your level, even if it's a very, very simple book for children. Start reading. Start getting your vocabulary. I teach a lot of adults from children's books. So very low level, start. Tuan, start reading. Don't start with Harry Potter. Impossible. Tavika, Worldwide Rich Peace Full Muslim People's Meeting. That's the Bora meeting. They go to Sri Lanka. Jatath, sir, I just asked them whether the questions are, those questions are grammatically correct, Jatath, but why do you need those questions? Is that a homework assignment? Tuan, can you teach how to read? By live stream, teach how to read? No. I won't, because I'm not good at teaching reading, but I can probably find a YouTube channel. Let's see. There's a no, we don't. We got advertisement on YouTube. So I don't know your level, but there are YouTube. This is very low level. There are YouTube channels where they focus on reading books. So I don't do that on my channels, but maybe you can find a channel similar to that. If I don't know your level. Tuan fam, I don't know your level. What's your level, Tuan? Rohan, I'm going to take up learning Spanish. Good language to learn, Spanish. I would like to study Spanish myself. If I study a language in the future, it's going to be Spanish. Excuse me. Layla, do you feel bored of me when I just ask you a lot of questions during a live stream? No, your question is correct. And no, that's why I'm here, Layla, is to answer questions. Jatath, sir, you are really great without expecting anything or teacher free of cost. Thank you. Well, Jatath, I do hope you consider buying me coffee for my help. Because this is free, but I do lose time and money to do this. So it'd be helpful if people could support a little bit, a coffee a month. I would be very happy. Wayne, what's the difference between sweep and clean? Sweep is using a broom. And I can't draw a broom, but that's your broom, that's the floor. So this is the broom. And the verb is sweep. So only the broom can sweep the floor. So you could also say I'm cleaning the floor, but we would say I sweep the floor. Clean means anything. I clean the board, I clean the table, I clean the desk. But sweep is only used by the broom for the floor. So sweep and clean, different verbs. So if you said, I have swept the floor, you use the broom and you swept the floor. Because past tense of sweep, swept, and I must clean my room. I must clean my room. It doesn't mean you sweep. Maybe you vacuum, maybe you're just wiping. Does that help, Win? Layla, sorry, Robin, you do everything alone. I really appreciate your efforts, and I wish if I could help you by Layla, you already helped me. Layla is bought me many coffees. Thank you, Layla. Tone, my level that I can hear from you, understand 90% what you are saying. Well, that's pretty good, Tone. That's pretty good. So there's higher level books.
The Giving Tree by Shel Silverstein. Make them into crowns and play the king of the forest. He would climb up.
I'm going to give another book to all of you, or a video. So this is the Giving Tree. This is more elementary, middle school level. It's listening, but you could also put CC, the closed caption, if you want the words too. So all of you guys, check out that video. That's going to be very helpful for listening and reading. So really, you got to study. That's it. That's a good study material. Chatath, please correct the question. Anything that you had been doing in your childhood but not now. Please correct anything that you had been doing in your childhood. Oh, this is awkward. Anything. Was there anything that you had been doing in your childhood but not now? Maybe I would say that, because you can't start with anything is more of a spoken way to start a question. The formal way to start the question, I would say, was there anything that you was there anything that you had done in your childhood that you do? Maybe something like that. Was there anything that you had done in your childhood but you don't do now? I don't know. That's already, I've been teaching an hour. My mind is getting cloudy. My eyes are getting itchy. But we don't want to start with anything. Robin, when someone gives you a souvenir, do you keep it with your precious things? Yeah, sometimes. Depends on the souvenir. Tuan, can I reading when I turn on subtitles when I use YouTube? Yes. Yes, that's reading. If you turn on subtitles, the CC, that is reading. That is helpful. Do it, Tuan. '50s in the phrase a man. Win says a man in his 50s. A man in his 50s is this age. So a man in his 50s is up to 59. So when you're wrong, 50, 51, no, it's all 50s. My age is 44. I'm in my 40s. And Win, how old are you? Are you in your 30s? Are you in your 20s? Rohan. Oh, Lolly Lolly. Oh, thank you, Lolly Lolly, for the coffee. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that, Lolly Lolly. I didn't help you too much today, so I feel guilty. Do you have any other questions, Lolly Lolly? And Rohan, you have to drive up the road to get to that shop. Verse, you have to drive down the road to get to that shop. Uh, I checked this before, Rohan. I'm going uptown, I'm going downtown, drive up the road, drive down the road, go up the hallway, go down the hallway. And I checked it on the internet, Rohan, and they mean the same thing, but people in different regions. So, just example, people in Eastern America might use drive down the road, and people in Western America might say drive up the road. Okay, it's more of a regional difference, but it means the same thing, Rohan. Bong Tran, how to think in English. Good question. I think the Bong, if you spend a lot of your day reading English, writing English, speaking English, watching English shows, you spend a lot of your day learning English, you will start to dream in English, you will start to think in English. All right? If you spend a short time a week studying English, that's never going to happen. You have to, we say, immerse yourself. When I say immerse, that means just go into the English world. Like me. Surround yourself with English things. And then your brain will think in English. Layla, oh Robin, you feel tired? You need to take a rest because you're at university? Yeah, I'm going to finish up soon. Jata, sir, please extend the live stream time. Well, Jatath, I'm in Korea. It's 11:37 p.m. And I gotta work in the morning. So, Jatath, that's a little bit difficult for me. Where are you living now, Jatath? Jatath, I appreciate you, Lolly Lolly. Yeah. I answered so many questions for Jatath, and Lolly Lolly's bought me the coffee. Thank you, Lolly Lolly, again. Layla, Robin, nowadays I am very eager to study English every day. I feel like crazy with English. I don't know why. This is exactly what English teachers want to see. Everyone, you check Layla's message there. This is what I want all of you to be saying. Robin, nowadays I am very eager to study English every day. So, Layla, yeah, you are the perfect student. I wish everyone on this live stream says same thing. Chitath, how do I donate? Well, donation. I like donation from the rich students, not the poor students. So Jatath, if I like fair donations. So Jatath, if you have a good job and you have extra money and you get some value from this live stream, then you can donate. You can find links below for PayPal, or you can join my other channel's membership. If those of you who you don't have much money, I know some of you are just students. Of course, you don't need to donate, but hopefully some of the students with a little extra money can buy me a coffee. So, Lolly Lolly, I hope you have extra money and Lolly Lolly says I'm not rich, teacher. Well, thank you, Lolly Lolly, but if you're not rich, then don't. I don't think anyone's rich is not watching now. But if you have some money, I would appreciate. Thank you very much. I'm not rich either. Korea is very expensive to live. And Wynn's in her 30s. I'm in my, you don't say mine, you say my 30s. I'm in my 30s. Wanderson, hello everybody. Hello, Sir Robin. Here to learn and improve my English. Thanks for your help. Okay, welcome, Wanderson. Do you have any questions? Layla, thank you so much, Robin, for your motivation. I think I love English so much because of you, Robin. Oh, that's great to hear. I'm glad. I don't know how to thank you enough. Well, as I said, Layla, one day we can meet, and you can speak to me in English, and that'll be enough for me. I like to K-share. What is K-share? I think you just mean share. I don't know what K-share is, but I know share. When I can't use, how do I donate? I only have the Patreon, PayPal, and the YouTube paid membership. And in every video, in the links, the description, you can find the links. Many people from the live stream have sent me some coffee money, and I'm very thankful to those people, and they know who they are. And as I said, if you don't, this is free. It's up to you. Just if you find value, help me pay for the lights. Share. Okay. Thank you very much, Lolly Lolly. All right. Anyway, guys, I gotta work tomorrow, and it's getting close to midnight, so I'm going to end the live stream. Actually, today I think was pretty good, kind of perfect level of questions. I was able to use the board a lot more to explain. I hope you learned something today, and I'll see you again Sunday. I'll be back Sunday, and hope to see all of you back here Sunday. All right, guys, so I'll see you in the future Sunday. Take care, and I hope you study a lot of English before then. Bye, guys.